Hi everyone, good morning. Welcome to Facebook Live. I have a really cute project to share with you today. We are making, oh, it's close. I have a lot of stuff piled up that I need to talk to you about, so I'm going to try to hold this. But look at this cute little water bottle tag we're making. So you just need any standard water bottle, and then this will hook right onto it. So you can make these in advance. If you have a big party coming up, you can make these in advance, store them all flat, and then just hook them onto your water bottle when it's time to use them. So we're going to make that. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. But before we do, there's so much happening today. Now, if you took advantage of the free shipping yesterday, thank you so much for your orders. Free shipping is always a big sale. That's like a huge thing when we can save on shipping. So I think everybody loves that sale. So thank you so much for that. A few other things, if you missed the free shipping, there's still some great sales to take advantage of until the end of the month, which we're running out of time. You have a little over a week left, I think, for the month. The kids collection, buy one, get one, half off. Our kids collection kits are pretty amazing. I love them. Some of the kits I looked online, some of the kits are unavailable right now, which means that the sale has been really popular. People love the kits. But check them out. There are still a few left. You can get in on that sale. The last chance list, I haven't had a chance to look at what has sold out from the last chance list recently, but I know a lot of the stamp sets are gone, but there's still some really good sales here. Items are discounted up to 50% off, so that's like dies and punches and stuff that are discounted 50% off. So take a look at that January through June mini catalog. If there's items on there that were on your wish list you have not gotten, make sure you get those because this is your last chance to get them. All right, July's Paper Pumpkin. I did an unboxing in my VIP group yesterday of June's Paper Pumpkin. See, I have those cards right here. They are super cute cards. Let me pull them out. I just shoved everything back in my box last night, so this was June's Paper Pumpkin. So if you missed out on June's Paper Pumpkin, there may be refills going up later this month. You can, if you're a subscriber, you can always buy the refill kit. This was such a cute kit. And if you're a subscriber of mine, I'll be working on the alternative projects this week and hopefully get that PDF out to you by the end of the week. But July's Paper Pumpkin kit is going to be nautical themed. You're going to get 9 cards. It's going to be so much fun. If you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you have this little scan to play link in there. And if you're not, I did post a link to it in my VIP group so you can play along too. But it's like it's a fun little Paper Pumpkin quiz. And throughout the quiz, you're going to get sneak peeks of July's kit, which is really fun. So check that out. If you want to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, there is a link in the video description. All right, guys, our holiday, our July through December, and our celebration catalogs are coming soon. On July 1st, these both launch. I can't show you the insides. I have done an unboxing video of products that I have anyway. The hippos that we're using today, and I'll show you those products in a minute. The hippos that we're using today are in Celebration. And so we'll talk about that when we get to the product supplies that we're using today. But I wanted to just remind you guys that these are coming. If you don't have a catalog yet and you want a catalog, please let me know. I did have to order some more. So if you are one of my customers and you are waiting on a catalog, I am waiting on them to come in and I will get them out to you. But make sure that you let me know, send me an email or a message if you want a catalog, and that way I can make sure that I have you on my list. All right, in Celebration as well, if you join to become a demonstrator, you can get this amazing planner for free. So there's so much that comes with it, and I think we'll do a whole Facebook Live, maybe talking about all the Celebration perks when we get a little bit closer to July. But this planner is amazing. So I always want to put that out there, that if you're thinking of becoming a demonstrator, this planner might be the one that tips you over the edge. So think about that. It's coming in July, and we'll talk about that more closer to July. All right, one more thing that I want to talk about before we get to our project today is my paper share. So these are just some of the papers from I should have flipped them all around, but these are just some of the papers from the new mini catalog, and I am doing a paper share, and I'm doing it a little bit differently this time, and I'm trying to separate all these so you guys can see them, but they are gorgeous papers. I'm just going to go through them really quick. I should have flipped some of them over. They're gorgeous papers. But I'm doing it a little bit differently this time. There are so many like specialty papers in this. Look at this cute little Santas. There are so many specialty papers in this mini catalog that I'm separating them into just like basic designer series paper for one price. And then if you want to add on all those specialty papers, you can. Look how cute this pattern is. So fun. But all the details are on my paper share. This is probably my favorite paper. I haven't even used it because I love it so much, this black and white paper. Look at that other side. The other side is just the alternative. So this black and white stripe paper, the other side you're going to get black and white. This is like black and gray. Anyway, this paper is phenomenal, but I've separated my paper share into just like the basics, and then if you want to add on all the specialty papers, you can. And I have some of the specialties here. I wanted to bring this one out. This one was one that I got later. I didn't show this in my video, but this is one of the specialty papers that will be included in the specialty one. This is like the snowflake vellum. This is like iridescent vellum. They are gorgeous. And then there's also like this flocked vellum. So these are like velvety and just gorgeous paper. So this is included in my specialty one. So you can add those on. The basic one is $45. That includes shipping to you, so you don't have to pay extra for shipping. And that is 66 sheets of DSP from 9 different packs. Now the way I do my DSP shares is it's going to be a 12 by 6 sheet. So you get a quarter of a sheet and I cut them in half, and you get a 12 by 6 sheet. Now if the paper only comes in 6 by 6, then obviously you get a 6 by 6 sheet. I can't make the paper bigger, but you'll get a 12 by 6 sheet unless it comes in only in 6 by 6, and then you'll get a 6 by 6 sheet. So you're going to get 66 pieces of DSP for $45 from 9 different packs. And as a free bonus on that one, you're also going to get some of the free host DSP. There's a special host DSP that's in this one, and it is fantastic. Now, it's not one that I have yet, but I can't wait to get it because it looks amazing. Now, when you add on all those specialty DSPs, let me bring back that snowflakes again, because these are just stunning. When you add on the specialty package, it's $60 total for everything. So you're going to get all those basic DSPs. You're going to get all 66 sheets plus the bonus. And then when you add on the specialty pack, you're going to get an additional 16 specialty sheets. Now that includes like this vellum. It includes lots of glitter papers, lots of other super fun specialty papers. And then you're going to get a additional bonus on top of that. You're going to get a 28 sheet bonus of Sale-a-Bration DSPs from 3 different Sale-a-Bration options. So the $60 option with the add-on is really the best deal. But if you don't use specialty papers a lot, you can just get the basic one, and that's still a great deal too. But the other one is the best deal because you get the biggest bonus with that one. You get the free host one, and then you also get the free Sale-a-Bration ones with that one too. So anyway, check that out. There's a link to all the details in my paper share in the video description. You can check that out. You do need to RSVP before the end of the month. You have to RSVP and pay before June 30th. If you have RSVP'd already, those invoices will not go out until June 20. I'm trying to think of the June 24th. Oh, this Friday. Those will go out this week. So, all right. But let's get to today's project. If you are shopping, please use this host code. All orders with this host code receive a PDF with 3 exclusive projects. If your order is over $50 or more, you will receive the Make and Take kit to go with that project. All right, so this is what we're making today. I told you guys we were going to make such a cute little project. Now I'm going to take the tag off for most of it just so that you can see it. But if I leave it like this, you're not going to see the bulk of the tag. And if I lay it like this, the water bottle is going to roll. So I'm just going to remove the little tag. Now you can do the same theory for like a wine bottle tag. It just like hooks on. So if you are having like a big summer party, a big pool party or whatever, make all of these in advance and just stack them. And then when you have your water bottles or, the day of the class or the day of the party, just go ahead and stick them all on the water bottles. They'll all be ready to go. Now I have my tag, and it has a little pouch, and inside this little pouch I have like a little lemonade packet that you open, you dump in your water bottle, you shake it up, and then you have lemonade. So these I found at Target. They have a strawberry lemonade and then just a plain lemonade. So whatever your fancy is. And these are pretty affordable. You get 10 packets, and I think this is only like $2 a box. So really affordable, and you can fit like 2 of these in here if you wanted to make it a little bit extra special, but it will cover up your greeting a little bit. So, you can play with it, adjust your size. You can always put the greeting on the bottom or something, but for mine, I'm only doing one little lemonade pouch. So let's talk about the products we're using now. These are super special. These are Sale-a-Bration products. So Sale-a-Bration is the most magical time of year when you can earn these products for free. So both of these products can be earned with a $50 order. So you earn the Hippest Hippos Stamp Set with one $50 order, and then you earn the Hippo Dies with a second $50 order. So with a $100 order, you can get this whole thing for free. Now you can't buy these, you can only earn them for free, but I want to show these dies because the dies, I think, are the most magical part of this. So we're actually using quite a few of the dies on our little project, but the hippos, they're adorable. But look at the dies. There's like a little bucket. There's a boat. There's a little snorkel, little scuba diver, you know, goggles, splash, a little life preserver, lifesaver thing. There's hearts. There's this little thing. I couldn't figure out what that was. This is actually like the little propeller thing that goes on the end of the boat. It's so cute. Little party hat. I mean, there's so many little dies in here. This little wave. So many dies. So you can get these for free starting July 1st with your Sale-a-Bration order. They're each a $50 purchase to earn for free, or you get them both for with a $100 order. So keep that in mind. But this is just a sneak peek. You can't get them just yet. All right, let's start with our little holder. I'm going to bring out my Simply Scored, and we're going to do some scoring. So you're going to need a piece. I'm using Balmy Blue. You're going to need a piece that is 3 by 10, and we're going to start on the short side. And we're going to score it at 1/2 inch on each side, on the 3-inch side. Score it at 1/2 inch, turn it all the way around, and score it at 1/2 inch again. And then on that 10-inch side, score it at, I'm trying to find my notes, at 2 and at 7. Now, if you wanted to make this a little bit bigger, you can just leave this with an 11-inch score line, and then instead of scoring it at 7, you'd score it at 8, and that would give you a little bit taller, you know, packet, and then you could fit 2 of these in here without blocking your greeting. I hope that makes sense. If you don't want to trim off that inch of cardstock, just leave it at 11 and just push that score line to 8, and you'll be fine. All right, that's it with the scoring though. So let me put that away. We're gonna grab our bone folder and our scissors, burnish all those lines, and then we're gonna do a little bit of trimming. I'm gonna grab my big scissors for this trimming. Now the way you want to fold it though, you have at this 2-inch section up here. This one's actually gonna go to the back. That's gonna go to the back like this, and this part is gonna fold up like this. So you kind of want to fold it in a Z formation. Let me grab my big scissors. And starting on this 2-inch side, we're actually going to cut down this 1/2 inch mark all the way except to this second score line here. We want to leave the tabs on this longer edge down here, but we need to remove them all from up here. So you can use a paper trimmer too if you don't want to use your scissors. A paper trimmer would work just fine. And I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to cut down that score line on both sides, and then I'm going to switch back to my smaller scissors. I don't like cutting small areas with these big scissors because I kind of overcut. All right, so down here, right past the score line, we're just going to cut it at an angle. We're just going to remove that whole 1/2 inch strip. Just cut that one at an angle, and that whole 1/2 inch strip is removed. So that's the trimming. That's what it's going to look like. Now, you can round the corners. I rounded my corners. I forgot to bring my corner rounder over, so we're going to leave this one with unrounded corners. But you could round the corners if you want to. That one was a little crooked. I had to fix that. All right, now to make our little hole for our water bottle, I'm actually using a retired 1 1/4 inch circle punch. I know it's retired. I'm sorry. You can use dies too. But, you know, if you're making a lot of them, punches are going to be the way to go. Otherwise, you're going to have to line up the die every single time, run it through every single time. And punches are they're really convenient. So what I've done is I've punched this out of a scrap piece of cardstock, and there's just a little bit of glue on the back. It's been used multiple times, so it's not very tacky anymore, but just tacky enough to stick there so we know kind of where to punch. I wanted that in the middle, and I'm just going to line that up and punch it. And then we have our little circle perfectly in the center, and then just you can reuse that as many times as you need to if you are making a bunch of these. All right, let's adhere this together. So just a little bit of tear and tape on the little flaps down here. So I'm going to put the tear and tape real close to that cut edge, and this one down here. Okay, and we're going to peel off the backing. Now, if you can't find this exact, you know, lemonade mix, They sell a bunch of them. I mean, I've seen them in grocery stores and stuff everywhere, and they're all about the same size. So even if you can't find the exact brand, you know, all those mixes are about the same size. All right, so we have our adhesive on our little tabs, and all I'm going to do is just fold up this center part, and we're just going to fold these over to the back. Just like that. And that will create our little pocket. And in that, it's as easy as that. I'm going to give these a good burnish. Just make sure they hold really well. And that is our water bottle tag. So super simple. So it'll just stick right onto our water bottle. Now I wanted to fancy up the water bottle just a little bit. So I have a piece of DSP, and this was, let me grab my ruler because I'm not going to, it's 1.5 by 9. So this is just a piece of a Wash with Beauty DSP. I think that's what it's called. But it had the same Balmy Blue pattern, so I wanted to use that. So I'm only putting tear and tape on one edge. And I'm going to pull that up, and I have a new water bottle here with the label. And just wrap this around with my adhesive on the outside, on this piece right here. We're just going to wrap it around and adhere it together. So we're not actually adhering it to the water bottle, so they can rip it off. You can adhere it to the water bottle itself if you want, but this way you can kind of spin it around, and you can use your tag to cover up that seam, just like that. So cute. Okay, so let's decorate this piece before we get too crazy. We need to do some stamping, and I didn't get out anything to stamp on. Hold on. Let's grab a piece of scrap white, and we're going to stamp our little hippo in black Memento. We're going to use some Stampin' blends to color him, so we want to use Memento to stamp him. So we're going to stamp him. He's so cute. And I'm going to put the lid on that. And we have one more thing to stamp. We're going to stamp our greeting. I've already done all my die cutting in advance. I die cut a banner. This is our largest banner from our Stylish Shapes dies, and I cut it in half. Then you get two per die cut, and we're just going to stamp this greeting right on here. You really are the best. And I'm just using Gorgeous Grape for that. So cute. So we'll set that one aside to dry as well. And that's all of our stamping. We are going to bring out some more ink in just a minute, but that's all of the actual stamping. So move that. All right, let's get to the coloring of our little hippo. So I have some blends here. I have Balmy Blue. I'm going to start with my darks. Well, I'm going to open them both, and I'm going to start with my dark. And kind of under his little face right here is going to be darker. So I give that a little bit of shading around his belly, under his arm here. And then this arm is going to be more in the shadow, so that one's going to be a little bit darker. And the same with this leg down here. And then we're just going to go all the way around his belly with the dark one. Kind of under him just like that with the dark. And then I'm just going to bring in the light. We're going to blend those out, and I'm just going to color the rest of him with light. That's going to give some nice shading. And actually this bottom part of him, pretty much from here down, it's not even going to be seen. So you don't have to worry too much about coloring the bottom half of him. And you could use, if you wanted to use like a gray or something, you could use a gray to color your hippo. I think the Balmy Blue is really fun. All right, for his face, I'm going to go up the side of his face there, just a little bit on this side, and then just a little bit on his ears. And we'll just go in and blend that out. I'm going to go around his eyes carefully. You don't want to give him blue eyes. I guess you could if you wanted. But I'm going to go around him carefully, just like that. All right. That's it with the Balmy Blue. And then with the Smoky Slate, I'm going to take light Smoky Slate. We're just going to add some shading to his face here. I want to leave his little snout mostly white. I'm just going to add a little bit of shading, and then a little bit under his chin there too. So take your color lifter, and you're just going to blend that out. And that will just get rid of kind of that harsh line. And just soften it just a little bit and add some shading so it doesn't look like we forgot it. And then just take your marker too. You can use a red marker too. I'm just using my gray, my Smoky Slate, and just kind of color inside his mouth. And that's it. So you see I didn't color the bottom half of him, but the bottom half is going to be hidden. So we don't need to even color that bottom half. So you would die cut this with those coordinating dies, but I've already die cut him. So through the magic of television, we already have him die cut. We don't have to to watch that. So I've already die cut all the rest of my pieces too. So let me pull them out, and I've used all those coordinating dies. So we have our little boat that I've die cut out of crumb cake. We have 2 umbrellas here. I have die cut one out of Gorgeous Grape, one out of Granny Apple Green. We're going to use them both. So I'm going to set those aside. And I've also die cut 2 pairs of the glasses, one with Melon Mambo and one with Basic Black. And before I die cut these, I actually put these on adhesive sheets, so they're going to be a lot easier to stick down. So I'm going to set these aside. And I've die cut a white circle from that Stylish Shapes dies. That's the same dies that our little banner piece came in. And I die cut a pool party circle with that same die, and then use that wave die cut in those Hippo dies to create a little wave. And then finally, our last piece is our sun, and this was punched with that same 1 1/4 inch circle punch. As long as I had the punch out, I did that. Just decided to add the sun with the Daffodil Delight cardstock. All right, I'm going to move these out of the way. We're going to do a little bit of ink blending on these. So let me grab, I thought I had some scratch paper. All right. This one's pretty used, but it'll work. I thought I had some ready to go, but I did not. So our Daffodil Delight, I'm going to grab our little sun, and I'm just going to do a little bit of shading. I'm going to grab my blending brush with the Daffodil Delight ink, and I'm just going to go around the sun, just the edge there. You can even pick it up, do some shading like this with your brush if you want a little more intense, but we're just adding some fun little shading. And we're going to do the same thing to our water piece. I'm going to do that with Pool Party. So I'm going to grab my Pool Party ink, my Pool Party brush, and just along the top here, we're going to do that, and then along the circle here. And the water will cover the bottom half of the circle, so don't worry about the bottom half of the circle. Just worry about that top half. That's just going to add some nice little sky to our circle. All right, we're ready to start assembling. So I'll move all these inks out of the way. All right, we're going to start with our water. We're going to do some dimensionals, and we're going to stick that onto our circle. And I'm only putting dimensionals kind of on the bottom part of that circle, because we're going to tuck our boat in. So that's going to line up perfectly, just like that. So let's grab our boat. And actually, we're going to stick our hippo on first. So let me grab some scissors. I'm going to cut off this bottom. I'm going to grab some liquid glue here, just a little bit of liquid glue on the bottom. And we're just going to kind of stick him in the boat, just like that. Isn't he cute? He's so cute. Okay. I need to let that dry. But we're not going to. We're going to just flip it over, and we're going to use some dimensionals to hold that down. Just a little bit of extra security, and then one on the back of him. Peel those off, and this gets tucked down just like this. There we go. So cute. All right, let's work on our little umbrella and our glasses. We're actually going to start with let's start with our glasses. We're going to stick these directly onto our hippo. So for the pink glasses, the Melon Mambo ones, just pop out those insides. And then we're just going to peel off the backing. And I'm going to use some tweezers for this because they're kind of small. And these little tweezers are new in our mini catalog. They're going to come in an embossing kit, but they come in handy for little things like this too. So we're going to stick those little Melon Mambo glasses on. Aren't they cute? All right, now to make sunglasses, we're going to take off this part. We don't need the frames. We're just going to use the insides. And see, I'm just going to peel off the backing here. And again, I'm just going to use my tweezers. This one goes on the left. Just kind of fill it in. Come from the same die, so it will fit perfectly in there. Just like that. So cute. Looks like he's wearing an eye patch right now, but he's about to get cuter. Peel that off, and I'm going to use my tweezers. These little pieces are a little bit finicky, but they're totally, totally worth it. And they're not hard. If you remember to put those adhesive sheets on the back, it makes it super simple, just a little sticker. Isn't he so adorable? Now, if you wanted to add some extra little sparkle, I didn't do this on my original one, but you could just cover in those sunglasses with some Wink of Stella. And that just makes him even more fancy. So cute. All right, let's work on our umbrella. I'm going to take my little scissors, and I'm just going to trim off the left and the right little points of those umbrellas. Just like this. Okay, hold on. My scissor, my little tag on my scissor got in the way. It wasn't allowing me to close it. There we go. All right, you can put an adhesive sheet on the back of the umbrella too. We're just gonna use a little bit of liquid glue. You can use a glue dot if you want. And for this, I'm gonna grab my take your pick tool. Just pick that up and set that down. Just right on top of that umbrella. So we're making it a two-toned umbrella. Super cute. Just kind of finagle it into place with that liquid glue. You have some time. Isn't that cute? Little tiny umbrella. All right. Let's save these little glasses, these little frames. You can save those. I have a whole little bowl of those little glasses now. All right. We're going to stick a dimensional on the back of our umbrella here. And we're just going to stick this on his little boat, just like that. So cute. He's so cute. Okay. I think that's all of our little pieces. So I'm going to move those glasses out of the way. I don't want to lose those. All right. Let's bring in our little piece here. This little tag is going to go right on the front. So I'm going to just put some dimensionals right onto the front of this. And stick it down. Just like that. So cute. We're going to... our sun is going to go up in the corner over here. I'm only going to put a little bit of glue up in the very corner, and I'm not going to go past that score line. So you can see that score line there. Only put the glue on the corner. We're going to stick our sun on, and that is going to go past the score line a little bit. That way when the bottle's folded, it'll be past the score line. It'll be so cute. And then finally our greeting. We'll go on with a couple of dimensionals as well. So the little pieces are a little finicky, but if you're willing to work with it, it's totally worth it, because look at that cute little hippo that you get. All right, I'm going to put a little lemonade packet in there, just like that. And we're going to stick it on our bottle. And then a final touch, I have this little bow on here, and I've already tied that bow, so you didn't have to watch. This is brand new coming in our mini catalog. This is, what is this, threaded twine. It is like this really thick, almost like rope-like baker's twine. There's like there's multiple strands of not baker's twine, of like linen thread, all kind of threaded together, and then there's silver twine kind of intertwined in there too. It's pretty gorgeous. It's pretty fun. So you can tie it around, this part if you want, but I thought it was a little bit bulky when you did that, so I'm just going to use a glue dot, pick it up, and stick it on, and you're going to get that same look, but you don't have to tie it around. All right. So it goes right on the bottle, just like that. Isn't that so cute? Such a fun little gift you can hand out at your pool parties, at your beach parties, at your summer parties. You can just have a little table full of these. It would be so adorable. All right, guys, that's it for me for today anyway. I'll be back next week. I don't know what I'm sharing next week. I have some ideas, but I don't have anything actually made yet. So if you are shopping in this, final week of June, make sure you head to my online store, use this host code. And if you are watching on Facebook, I'd love this if you shared it with your crafty friends. If you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe to my channel. That really helps me out. Both things are free. They don't cost you anything, and they really help me out, help me find new people. All right, guys, have a great rest of your Wednesday, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.